talk about the landscape for wealth management and the growth of wealth management practice in India. You all would be aware that India has taken almost 60 years to reach $1 trillion economy mark in 2007, and since then in the last 7 years we have touched the $2 trillion economy mark. It is expected to reach to $3 trillion economy mark by 2020. What happens with increasing economy is that the per capita income also increases. Every $1 trillion rise in economy basically doubles the per capita income. What we also have seen in the past decade and a half is that there has been a surge in the affluent investor class, or what we call as ultra HNI category. How you define ultra HNI category is people with or families or households with net worth of 25 crores and more. And this, so if you see the recent report by Kotak Wealth, there are about 146 lakh households with net worth greater than 25 crores, and we expect this to double in the next 4 years. So it's very clear and evident that with the rising economy, our policies and various things happening around us, we are seeing this whole surge in the rich and the affluent class, and there is a strong need for wealth managers and financial planners to cater to this surge in rich community in India. Yeah, so as you speak, there is a demand supply shortage in terms of wealth managers available to service the ultra HNI segment. Just to give you some numbers, even if you take the mutual fund data, there are about 1 crore investors in India, and we are a population of 1.25 billion people. So on one side we have very few investors, but there are just about 25,000 relationship managers or wealth managers who service these 1 crore investors. So clearly you can make out that there is a shortage of talented wealth managers or financial planners, whatever terminology you call. So the need is there, and we need our education system and institutions to kind of groom, train these wealth managers to service the rising need of the investing class. So ideal wealth manager needs to possess qualitative as well as quantitative skills. Some of the things required for a wealth manager is basically know-how on in terms of different asset classes, which means understanding of equities, understanding of fixed income, real estate, commodities, etc., etc. These asset classes are also served by different platforms like mutual funds, portfolio management service providers, alternate funds, so on and so forth. To have this complete understanding, these wealth managers need to have the right educational background, which give them the theoretical part of the training, a proper on-the-job training. So ideally what we would be looking at is the education background, which would mean masters in finance or masters in economics, which makes people understand the technical subject, and followed by some of the soft skills. So the presentation skills, how one carries oneself, communication skills, passion for the subject, and having their own interests aligned to the investor's interest. So we have about 50 million youngsters entering the workforce every year, and what we realize is that 75% of this workforce is really not job ready. So the question is, how do we make them job ready? And if you actually do little deep thinking, we need to think about how the structure of our educational system itself can change. I would probably say that we have to start looking at right from the school level. Or especially when you are in secondary school, where young children are kind of made to think about investing, importance of savings, etc., etc. And this then has to go deep when people enter into the secondary school certification programs, graduation programs. Obviously, now we are seeing a lot of professional institutes coming up, which are providing pointed courses on financial markets and financial investing, and training people to be equipped to handle investors in the country. Uh, if you talk about Motilal Oswal, we are also open, or we have been hiring freshers. We have been trying to put them on the job training. We give them the theoretical knowledge, and then we make them start interacting with the customers, start understanding the customers, and apply the theory into the practical world. We have seen some success there, but definitely this is not scalable. So the entire educational system needs to be reorganized to ensure that we have more and more young talent being partially trained through the educational system itself, and then they kind of excel when they start working on the ground.